to our first press conference. This is for our new adventure into promoting our gym and our fighters. This is the next step that we wanted to take after 10 years of building the gym up, getting the fighters, getting the management in, getting the team support around it, and the right team in financially to take the promotion side on, which we have done. So all our fighters can benefit from everything in-house. So I'd like to thank Danny Harper, who's come on board, also Danny Mackay. It's going to sound like silly this, but there's lots of Dans, and Dan Howard. So a little bit about the roles that each overtaken in the promotion side is the two Dannys on my right. If them taking on a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. So them are doing all the paperwork side of things, contacting people, organising things like today, organising printing the t-shirts, printing the badges, sorting stands out. Honestly, it takes a massive lot of time and effort to do this kind of thing. Dan on my left is more in the gym with myself at the moment, helping out with the training side aspect of it all. So massive big thank you to these three guys, because I couldn't really take my journey and the fighters' journey on to the next stage without these three lads. Not just financially, but also the commitment and the input that he's put into the gym as well. So in the end, it's going to benefit our fighters coming through, which you'll have a chance to see up here shortly. I'm really excited as well to get these lads out and boxing forward. A little bit about today as well. It's not just, today isn't just about promoting the show that we've got on in December. It's about promoting us as a promotion company, getting out there, letting people know exactly what we're all about, how we're going to go forward with the company as well, rather than just thinking, oh, everything's tied into December, one show and that's it. It's not. Plans are already in place for next year for putting at least 4 shows on. There'll definitely be 4 shows next year. We're working on probably squeezing the 5th in as well, but sponsorship realistically is the way to go for us to try and help these lads. If we can secure the sponsorship for that 5th show, then we will be putting a 5th show on, because all about getting these fighters active. They work so hard in the gym that they need to be boxing, and they need to be boxing regular to get their careers up and running, and that's what this promotion company is all about. It's not about flogging a piece of meat. It's about building careers correctly for these young gentlemen today that actually put the time and effort in, and heart and soul into the sport that they love. And I think what it is we've got the same passion up here, because we've been in the sport ourselves, so we know how hard it is. So we've got the same passion and drive and commitment as these young people out there, and we'll try our damnedest to get these careers up and running the best they possibly can. So I'd like to introduce Danny Harper at the end. I don't know if Danny's got any words that he wants to say.
Cheers, Matt. No, obviously when Matt approaches and with his plans for the promotions company, I jumped at the chance. Been in with Matt nearly, must be nothing on 10 years now anyway, isn't it?
Okay.
Started off one-to-one, just doing a bit of fitness, but then coming into the gym more often, seeing what this gym does, not just for the pros, for all the kids from the novices all the way through, the way the amateurs work with the novices, the way the pros all interact with the amateurs. It's absolutely brilliant seeing what they do in this gym. It's absolutely fantastic atmosphere, and not just that, the work that Matty does and what the gym does with all the charities, the Violent Offenders Unit, to mention just one. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So to be part of that, for this promotions company, what we do, how it goes, hopefully it goes successfully, is to put a lot of money back into this gym to provide better facilities, better equipment, and more chances for the local community, and pump more money back into it as well.
Thanks, Danny. Also, Danny Mackay, like Danny's been absolutely inspirational for today's event. The work that he's put in, the time and effort. Lindsay, his wife, will probably not thank him for it, like, but he's put a lot of time and effort into this, you know. So hats off to Danny. Danny, do you want to add anything?
I think Dan's done it. Moving on. No, it's about the kids in the gym. It's all about their dedication, their commitment. We've had our chance. I've blown my chance. It's all about them out there. And if I can help anybody, I will. To get to the top. And that's all I've got to say. Short and sweet.
Just like you, Danny. So, also Dan Howard, yeah, Dan's a massive inspirational to everybody out there. Anybody who knows Dan will know exactly what I'm talking about. Absolutely joy to have in the gym. His work ethics, his knowledge of boxing, from being an ex-boxer himself, and his trials and tributes in his own life has created something absolutely brilliant as well with us. Got a lot of time for Dan, and his time commitment's been like second to none.
Yeah, just everyone we're training has been amazing, and it just feeds through to the kids sessions, to the senior sessions, to the pros. Everybody looks up to each one, just feeds right through, and it's a great gym because of that.
Thanks, Dan. I'm going to open the floor now. Martin from Sporting Icons and Cliff from Peak Magazine to fire some questions at us. So feel free, guys, to ask anything you want, you know.
Matt, cheers for inviting me down, pal. It's a great show. The boxer can't look past his next fight, but the promoter has to look past the next event. So, can you talk to us about what events you've got planned, or is the events in the future, or what have you got planned?
Well, Cliff, we have been working on with shows for next year already. We're looking to secure the venues for them. We're also looking basically for summer next year to have an open air event, which we're busy talking to some other sporting clubs at the moment to secure the best deals that'll benefit our fighters and get them out there. But we're already working realistically on 4 shows next year. We've secured some sponsorship in already for those shows as well. But as any promoter, I'll tell you, you can never have enough sponsorship because realistically, we don't want our fighters running about a day before the due to fight selling tickets. It's not about that. Hence why us 4 have come on board to try our best, and the connections that we've got between we can get that little bit of support to our fighters, so the pressure isn't on them just to go out and sell tickets. But next year, realistically, we want our fighters to be busy, and the only way we're going to be getting our fighters busy and looking after them in the correct way is by putting shows on themselves. And they will run their careers on parallel to what we think they should be run at. There'll be no chances taken early on. They need to feel their way in. A lot of these kids here have come from an amateur background, and it's a massive step up into the pro ranks. So we'll not be rushing anybody. They'll be guided along properly till the right opportunities come along.
Thanks, mate.
Well, firstly, Matt, I mean, well done to all your sponsors who have helped put on this show and your future ones. Your gym's very, very busy. You've been busy for like a long time, even coming out of the lockdown period and that. So, because you're so busy here, you manage fighters and that as well. What made you decide to go into promoting?
Well, once again, there's a lot of good promoters out there, really good promoters. But I just wanted to bring another angle onto the promotion side of things. Like promoters used to do back in the day, sort of thing, where the home fighters aren't relying on just selling tickets. And that's really hard in the current climate over the last 10 years. I don't know if people have gone soft and expect other people to do their work for them. But we perceive being a promoter is, it's our show. It's our show to promote. We've asked these young gentlemen and ladies to box on our show. So therefore we have got to do the best we possibly can to fill these arenas that we get, so these people can box in front of a live audience. And realistically, it's the same with any sport. It's all orientated around spectators. We've seen some strange boxing results over this terrible time of the pandemic that we've had, where people are boxing in front of no crowds. Some people can't get up for that. Some people just cannot get up to fight, like with no crowds around them. So we want to put crowds into stadiums that these lads, when they walk in, even if that's a small venue, pack that small venue out, then it'll seem like a big venue, because the noise will be electrifying and the support will be there, so these lads can get on and perform to their full potentials. And that's what we're here for. We're here not just to guide them in the boxing careers, we're also here to guide them financially.
And how are you doing with the ticket sales?
Tickets are absolutely flying out. The Christmas show is basically done. It's done and dusted and put to bed. So hence why we can move on to our next shows for next year pretty easily.
Fantastic. And who's your headliner for the show?
On the Christmas one, it's going to be Nathan. Nathan's worked like a Trojan over the last 12 months for us. He's also done some good ticket sales for this as well. But he's going to be out as well on the 1st of October at Raiden Meadows on the Phil Jeffries show. So Nathan will probably be the only one on that show with a bout and raised belt. So I'm going to put him top of the bill because of that. If a couple of fighters who would have been back in, who already had bouts as well, then probably would have been top of the bill. But because Nathan looks like he's going to have the one bout under his belt now, and he's worth that, and how long we've been working together, I think he deserves that top of the bill shot, you know.
And finally from me, you're going to be working with Phil Jeffries on this show and some future ones as well.
Yeah, definitely. I've got a good relationship with Phil. Phil's been there from day one for me since I started out as a coach and manager. Got a great rapport with him, consider him a really good friend. I dare say Phil would probably say the same about me as well. So he's going to guide us along a little bit, help along the way. Anything we're not sure of, he's always a shoulder there to cry on, sort of thing, you know, which he helps with regardless anyway, you know.
This is a question to everyone here. Matt, you alluded to the fact that you might be doing a show at the Hilton every year. So could you maybe elaborate on that?
Yeah, we're looking to put the dinner show on every December at the Hilton. So we need to speak to Martin from the Hilton group and secure that deal. But that looks like the one that we're going to run to every year for the dinner show at Christmas, you know.
Brilliant. And it looks to be possibly 4 shows a year?
There'll definitely be 4.
There'll definitely be 4 shows.
Yeah, there'll definitely be 4. And like I say, it's people who don't know anything about boxing promotions. It's a massive cost of it. So if we can secure a sponsorship for a 5th show, which we're going to be working on, well, we're all working on already. If we can secure that 5th show, there will be 5 shows.
And this is a question to any of the Dons. Are you guys actively looking for more sponsorship at the moment, or are you happy with what you've got, or are you always looking for more sponsorship?
All the time.
Always. That's the best way, isn't it? I think we've got any more questions.
On to the fighters then.
Alright, great. Once again, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. We're going to open the mics now for the fighters. So I'll introduce them on stage one at a time. So I'm going to do this the opposite way that normally is on a fight show. So the first one up, Raymond Simpson. Next one up, Andy Simpson. Enrico. Nathan. Sam Wallace. Also, even though Victor might be fighting on this show if his paperwork isn't through, I'd like Victor to come up as well, please. Thank you, Victor.
Is it under mats? Is it under mats, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, I want to start off with Ray at the end over there. Hello. Now, you're going to be making your professional debut. So, two questions. Why now? And how do you feel about making your professional debut alongside your brother?
Yeah, well, I picked up amateur experience and unlicensed experience. I just feel like the time's right now at 35 to have a crack at the pros. I feel in my prime and I've been training harder than ever, so it's just a good time. I'm very excited about boxing on the same show as my brother.
So what was it like with you two growing up then? You guys always in like fisticuffs?
Well, no, because I'm 10 years older than Andrew, so it was more like...
So you bullied him, yeah?
It was more like a big brother sort of thing, so we all used to be in the gym, like our four brothers, and we all boxed together. So we come from a boxing family and a good boxing background, and we always sort of helping each other out, but we occasionally end up in fisticuffs in the garden a few times.
I've got a question for Nathan Cummiskey. It's the first time I've met you, and I had a bit of a chat to you off camera. For the people who don't know, could you maybe tell a bit about yourself and what plans have you got for the future, and maybe some of the history of Nathan Cummiskey?
Yeah, so a bit about me. From Newcastle, born and raised.
Yes!
Keep on. I had about 20 fights as an amateur. I started up here at Granger Park with Sam Wallace and a few of the other lads in here. Then I moved down to Manchester. I was there for uni for 4 years, and I was more interested in my boxing than my uni degree. But I finished that, and I had probably another 10-11 fights from Mossad Fire Station with Nigel, Kelvin Travis. So I had great experience there. And then I went and worked for a little bit in London and tried the office job thing, got fat, lived a bit of a normal life, as you put it, and then moved home. And I came back here. I had a relationship with Matt. You know, met Matt for the first time probably 4 or 5 years ago. Mark Taylor, my pal, turned pro back then, so I used to pop down the gym, do some rounds with him. And Matt always said to me, if you ever fancy it, son, you know, I'd love to take you into professional ranks. So, let's say I moved home from London, came down to the gym, and I think the time was just perfect. So I signed the dotted line and we said we're going to do it. And that brings us to where we are now. So I'm just excited, I'm in a great place. I'm happy, and you know what I mean, like having the promotions team, great gym, great stable of fighters. I couldn't ask for any more, so yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Andy, firstly, good to see you again. So, much like with Ray, how does it feel about making your debut alongside him?
Yeah, couldn't ask for any more. It's a great class being there with my brother. been at trainers, but I'm fought on the same night since probably about 15 years ago, isn't it?
About 15 years ago,
West
yeah,
Country
actually.
Social Club.
I came across an old VCR tape the other day and it had my third fight on and your second fight, so I'm going to get that put on USB and put it on.
Yeah, so it'll be nice to do it again, sort of thing.
So you're going to be fighting at light heavyweight.
Yep.
As you know, that domestically is a fantastic division. How long do you see yourself until you're challenging some of the domestic guys?
Not too sure, to be fair. I just want to take step by step. That's what we'll be aiming for eventually, but we'll at least get probably 10 in first, and see how we'll go from there.
I've got a message for Sam Wallace, Owen Ray from the Forest Hall Boxing Club. He wishes you all the best, mate.
Yeah, he's a good bloke. He won a long time, so he's a good bloke.
I just thought I'd share that with you. This is a question to all the fighters. Is there anybody on your radar? I know there's no looking past fights and all the rest of it, but there must be someone in the back of your minds where to think, yeah, I quite like the look of him, I wouldn't mind a piece of that, or is he just, are you not looking that far, or there must be, I feel that there must be someone somewhere you may be looking at.
Mark Taylor. In our retirement, yeah. I know you want that payday.
Oh, come on. So there's Mark Taylor, who's there. And then same question to Ray and Rico, Andy, Sam, Matt. Not Matt.
No, not me, I'm finished.
Matt?
I'm well finished.
No, I just want to take each fight as it comes. I'm not going to start calling anyone out just yet.
I mean, I don't mean calling anyone out, just, is it like, or maybe rephrase the question, is there anyone that you kind of looking at, you kind of inspired with, that you think, yeah, I mean, I'd like to be at his position? I'm not talking world titles yet, just...
Not really, no. I'm just focused on myself. I'm not really worried about anyone else. So I just worried about myself. Just take it from there, really. But it's plenty of time to start calling people out, but not today.
Yeah, I think every boxer here would love eventually to win like an area title, something like that. So that's something definitely that everyone here would love to achieve, and even better. But obviously, first few fights, first pro debut, you're just getting in there and you're feeling it out in the pros, see what it's all about, and then see where the journey takes you.
Anybody want to call anybody out over there?
Keep poking, it's not happening.
Okay, so what weight division is everybody going to be making your debut on? I know that Nathan, you're going to be on the Jaffa show beforehand, but what weight are you all going to be making your debuts at, and what weight do you think that you're going to be going forward?
Well, I'd like to box under 15 stone for this fight, my pro debut, but in the future I'm definitely going to be boxing under 91 kilo, which is cruiser. I feel comfortable, I feel I can make that weight comfortably, so going forward, cruiserweight, yeah.
Very good.
Box at middleweight.
Middleweight?
Just looking to stay there.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'm super lightweight. I had my first one at 10 stone 4, and then 10 stone after that. Yeah, should it not be too much of a struggle? I don't think it will be. I'm in great shape now, so be no bother.
Light heavyweight to be honest for the first one, and then I want to go in the weight division below that if I can, get to sparring at that weight and see how I feel like moving about at that weight.
Start at lightweight, and then I want to move down to super feather. That's where I see my future.
Super fair, that's a good division, that one. Yeah.
That's where I see my future.
Yeah. And Victor?
I want to be boxing in cruiserweight, and then probably just go to heavyweight, try a few fights in heavyweight, how it goes.
When are you looking to have your professional debut, Victor?
Sign the papers in and everything.
Could you come a bit closer to the mic there, please, Victor? Thanks a lot.
Yeah, we've signed the papers and we've sent everything off, so just waiting for the interview to be done with the sports control. Probably looking about December, something like that. So everything will be fine. So.
Okay, nice. And Sam, why are you going to turn pro now? Why not before, or why not later?
Just timing, really. Just everything's sort of coming to line now. I should have turned pro a long time ago, but I didn't really. So that's it. I just think everything's fell into place now. So that's it, really. I'm in a better place now than I was then. So that's the way I look at it. So
Yeah.
that's it, really.
And how does everybody fit into the Job's gym and the Job style? Is there a Job style?
I think
There's not a style, no?
I think that's the beauty of like hard work of Matt. Yeah, is that it's not like you come here and everyone boxes a certain way. Matt's got his own way of nurturing all of our styles, and you can see that. He doesn't have us all boxing the same way. He sees things and he breaks down things. We obviously all have different strengths and weaknesses, and you know, Matty's constantly got us drilling these things that are going to benefit us as individuals, because each fight is obviously different. I'd say everyone would say the same thing. Yeah, we're not getting told to do the same thing whatsoever.
Yeah, it's bringing out the best boxer in the person as well.
Yeah.
Another thing, when we spoke to you last time, you introduced me to quite a few different old fighters that even I haven't heard of.
Yeah.
Like a Freddie Welsh. You've got me watching the documentaries. You've given me a book on that today.
Yeah.
So, with your style, is it close to any of the past greats?
I think I don't know. I don't want to compare myself to any of the greats, not whatsoever. Like I've not, you know, I haven't even boxed as a professional yet, so I can't kind of put myself next to any of them. But I take little things from them. I think there's definitely a degree of. I was definitely born with an overhand right. Like that, I was born with that.
So Dave Allen.
Yeah, Dave Allen. I don't know. I'm more like a Marciano kind of, like I'm hiding it and I'm going to throw it. But now we've cut that out a little bit because it was a bit sloppy. But this is a natural fighter in me, and I think the only way I can answer that question is you're going to see. You're going to see as my career progresses, you'll see how I box, and then maybe give me another 3-4 years, we'll be having the conversation again, and you can tell me what you think.
Nice. Now, all of you seem to be very popular. You're all doing like tickets and everything like that. Where's that come from then?
Being nice guys.
You don't know?
Going to blow the audience. Really. Yeah, just don't be.
Yeah, you'd like
Be a nice
We'd
guy.
like to think that they're coming to watch a win, yeah, see a win, but there's probably a few coming to watch see maybe he's get beat as well, but
As long as they pay that money.
yeah.
It's an honest answer.
As long as they get the money, they can think and say what they like.
Now the point is that back in your amateur days, did you always have that support then as well?
I've boxed with like no one there. I've boxed with 10, 20, 30 people there. I think we've all probably boxed in little social clubs and stuff. And
Your local socials and then you follow your mates, but when
Yeah.
you're down to maybe
when you're down the road,
there's
there's no one there. But that's a great experience, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Newcastle's got a big boxing following, and I think like all the lads in the North East get behind each other and try and wish each other on, you know, so it's brilliant.
Yeah. So you're going to be headlining, you're going to be the senior really, want to know, coming into this one?
Well, I've just found out that I didn't know that until Matty said that. But brilliant, you know what I mean? It's no more pressure on me. It is what it is. I'm just looking forward to the night, and like Matt says, come December I should have had one bout under my belt. October 1st I'm boxing obviously.
They got them for a pay rise?
Sorry?
They got them for a pay rise?
Pay rise. Headlining. But nah, that's it. You know, I'm not flattered by it, but it's nice that that he wants to be on at the top. You know what I mean, top of the bill. So yeah, it'll be canny. Just more waiting around for me. Get these lads on first.
Nice.
I've got a question for all the boxers. Kind of don't know how to phrase it, but are all you guys contractually signed to fight specifically with Job's Gym, or will you be open to fight on other shows and you're still contracted with Matt, or how is that going to work?
Well, managed by Matt. So,
Managed by Matt, yeah.
Managed by Matt. So, like for example, I'm boxing on Phil's show 1st of October, so it's not like we've got a yeah, it's not like it's Matt will put us on if we get the opportunity, and the opportunity's there.
Opportunity's there, and the opportunity's right, and it's a right fight at the right time. The free to fight on any show. Obviously, the more times these are out in a year, the better for them. So it just gets them 4 rounders for them to start out without the weight quicker. They don't train to fight 4 rounds, but obviously that's what they'll be starting out on, you know. But if we put 5 shows on next year, and then there's another 3 shows that can fight on, and the deal is right for the lads, not for me, for the lads, and they'll be allowed to fight on their shows as well.
So would the in an ideal world, Matt's thinking about putting on 4 shows a year. Would you guys be quite prepared to fight 4 times per year?
Yeah,
or would that be?
That's brilliant news that we're getting out. We're going to be busy, because obviously everyone knows a busy fighter is a dangerous fighter. So you need to be getting out there, and you need to be getting experience, and it's music to me as that we're having 4 or 5 fights a year.
All the other guys, are you all cool with that, or do you want to elaborate on that?
Be out as much as possible, so at least we're getting out at least 4, and then if there's any more, happy days for any one of them.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, even like the book I gave you, Martin, read and have a look, see how much Freddie Welsh was boxing. He was literally boxing, when he was there, he was boxing every couple of weeks, if not more. Do you know what I mean? We're all in this gym non-stop, training hard, we're fit enough to do it. So we should just be boxing as frequently as possible, as long as the deal's right, like Matty says.
They say, I mean, someone just said it there, an active fighter is a happy fighter. I think Ray said it.
He's a dangerous fighter.
Is a dangerous fighter.
A busy fighter is a dangerous fighter.
But a happy fighter is a dangerous fighter also. Yeah. So I'm going to ask, are you all happy? Or? Yeah.
Big smiles.
No, I'm happy. I'm in a great place at the minute. Speaking for myself, I'm very happy. I love being in this gym. It's like a drug to me. Literally, it is. Matty knows I'm in here. Even on the days where I get told not to come in on the morning or whatever, it's like an itch I've got to scratch. I don't like not coming in. I love being in here, and it's not for my own training. It's for being around the people that I'm around. Coming to see Matty's face, coming to have a bit of a chit chat with the lads, have a coffee with Lindsay or whatever. This is a really positive place to be in, and yeah, I think
it's like our social club, isn't it?
It is our little social club. Yeah. It's social club. Yeah. So yeah.
It's kind of untold with Matt, all the things he does, all the things behind the scenes that he does for the the community, the fighters. You know, he's a husband, he's a dad, he's a promoter, he's a trainer. I mean, what words have you guys got with Matt? Like, not so much like a pat on the back, but have you guys got any special words for Matt and all the stuff that Matt's doing?
We love you.
You gotta say something.
Be careful.
Yeah, just a massive respect for all the time and the working time that Matt puts into everyone in the gym and around, off the scene as well. What he does, that all the building up of the shows and all the stuff that we don't see, but that also goes on with the boxing. So yeah, massive.
He's a selfless man. I think everyone will say that. He's very selfless in the sense that he puts everyone else first, and there's no golden boys in this gym either. No one gets any more credit than anyone else, from the young ones boys and girls, up to the pros, Matt has time for everyone, and that's a truly commendable thing. So yeah, thank you, Matt.
As all the lads have said, I mean, the time that Matt's put into training with me motivated me as well. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be in this position boxing, so I want to say thank you for that.
Is there anyone in the crowd that would like to ask a question, or?
I'll ask a question. Who got you into boxing? Like, which boxer? When you first watched him, you were like, that's it, I want to do that. Like, I mean, Tyson for me, like.
Yeah, Ricky Samba.
Body puncher, Sam.
Yeah. Joe Frazier as well, in the old school golden.
Arturo Gatti, I used to love watching his fights, and I had loads of his videos I got gifted off some when I was a young lad, and I watched some of his wars and I just thought it was absolutely brilliant. So Arturo Gatti is a big fan of him.
Mike Tyson for me.
Probably Ali for me, to be honest. Like.
Yeah, I couldn't even say one person, but just watching just watching good tear-ups on TV, it gets you back up, you know what I mean? I think that's why it's a sport. You just, I love to see it, and watching it on TV just made me think, you know, one day I'm going to be doing that, so God willing, I will.
Right, thanks a lot. Any other questions from the crowd? Yeah, go for it.
What are you all looking to get out of boxing in your boxing career?
Good experience, you know what I mean? Not doing this for money, not doing this for like clout or fame or anything along those lines.
Glory.
Just a good experience, something to enjoy, something to look back at and say I've done this, you know what I mean? I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, I had some fun, some great nights. That's what I'm looking to get out.
We'll do it because we love it at the end of the day, like.
I've got a daughter, so someone to show her when she's older. Show her that I wasn't just like some average. But 95.
My dream was always to become a world champion when I was about 11 or 12, and I believe I can do it, and I'll become a world champion, not only for people but for myself. I want to prove it myself. I remember when I had the fourth amateur fight, and Enzo Macrelli came in, and he brought his titles in, and WBO title, the British title, and all the titles, and I've held it once, and I said I will hold this title once in my life. So that's why I'm here, and that's what I want to do.
I've got one last question to Nathan. I'm very interested. What did you study at university?
Business management, mate.
Whoa!
Very vanilla degree, do you know what I mean? It's what you do if you don't know what you want to do. So that's what I studied.
Well done, mate.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
Anybody else?
I've got one more.
Any predictions for your debuts? All
First round stoppage.
No, pressure's on you.
It's just go out there, enjoy it, and like Andrew was saying the other day, I thought it sounded good. Just do what you're gonna do, isn't it? Do what you do. So just go out there, box, and get the win. That's the main thing, getting the win and getting the experience. So even getting some rounds behind your belt as well. It's not always best just to go out there and just flatten people. Sometimes it's good to get the rounds behind you. So yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to close off. So it's going to be on December the 9th, Hilton Hotel in Gateshead. So and for those who can't get to it, I'll be filming the fight, so will Pete Magazine, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Thank you.